I tell you, in 5 days, I made like 2,500. And that was like last month, April. It was like mid-April, around April 18th, I started
Wow.
making money. And then
Wow.
every day I would get DMs. Till today, I'm still getting DMs on, oh, hey, can I get a book? I just send them a link and then they purchase the book. Now I'm currently sitting on around like 8,000 rands. Yeah.
Okay, congratulations. Those are good figures. That's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
What you just heard right there is Precious. She's one of my students. She came across my videos, took my advice, and created an ebook, which was just based on her experience. But because she had no audience, because she had never done this before, she was kind of scared to try it out. But because she tried it out, she managed to make 2,500 rands for herself in just 5 days. Not only that, she's gone on forward to make over 8,000 rands by simply creating a PDF and then finding an audience to sell it to. The best part about her story is that she didn't have an audience. She doesn't have followers. She didn't know how to do marketing, but just by following a couple of steps that I reveal in my videos, she was then able to make that money for herself. So this video is just about her story, and hopefully you'll be able to find some inspiration for yourself. You'll be able to see that even as a complete beginner, just like she was, you'll also be able to make some money for yourself by creating and selling digital products. So if you've been looking for a video that will finally reveal the truth about how to go about making money online, hopefully find some inspiration from this.
Hello everyone. My name is Precious and I'm all the way from Johannesburg. I created an ebook about how to land a job on a cruise ship. And I saw Marshall's videos on YouTube on how to create like a PDF, on how to create like a book that can sell and can make money from.
Yeah.
And I took his advice and then I just left it like that. Like I did the book and I just left it like that. I'm like, would I really even make money out of this thing, Because a lot of people, I don't know, I guess I was just judging myself, And then eventually he made another video and then I commented and he said, I told him that I've already done this, that, and the other. I just don't know if I should post it. And he was like, no, you will never know until you try. You will never know until you try. At least try because, and then you learn from your failures. That's just how life works. And then I was like, you know what? I've got nothing to lose, man, And I did it. And then I went on Facebook. I checked on the groups that groups about like how to land a job on the cruise ship, like what are the requirements, and then I started putting comments, like commenting on those groups to say that, hey, I'm selling this, that, are you interested? It tells you everything that you need to know about working on board, and it has like direct link for you to apply and get a job and land a job on a cruise ship. And then a lot of people were interested and they started DMing me, and then I gave them links on how to get the book and stuff. And then I tell you, in 5 days, I made like 2,500. And that was like last month, April. It was like mid-April, around April 18th, I started making money. And then every day I would get DMs. Till today, I'm still getting DMs on, oh, hey, can I get a book? I just send them a link and then they purchase the book. And so far it's going so well.
So they first 5 days, to say $2,500, right? Sorry, rands, right? 2,500 rands.
Yes.
So it's like, say in total, like estimate like all these other days that have passed. Is there a total or are you PK?
Okay. Now I'm currently sitting on around like 8,000 rands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, congratulations. Those are good figures.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's just a chat we were having in the comments.
I know, right? It all started there, and look at me now. I'm like, if he can do it, then what's stopping me to do it? If he can do that, everybody else can do it, and everything is possible. It's just, I don't know, man. We tend to listen to fear, which is keeping us stagnant. And if you just shut down the noise and tell yourself, no, I'm going to do this, it is doable and it is possible.
So how long did it take you like to actually create the book and then put it online?
It took me 2 days to actually create the ebook,
Okay.
and to put it online. Maybe it took me, because I was so scared. It took me maybe
Yeah.
like a week. I was like a week later. I was like, you know what? Let me do this. I've got nothing to lose. And
Yeah.
then, to my surprise, in when I started putting it on there on Facebook, it took me like 2 days to actually start making money, because the first day I made like 200 rands, and I was like, it is doable. Then the next day I made like 1,000 rands, and then like that. And then it just, you know,
Yeah.
because yeah, because at first, like I said, I was so scared. Like, I guess I was just scared of being judged. Then I was like, and so what? We get
Yeah.
judged every day, you know?
What made you feel that you were going to get judged? Did you feel like you are not qualified to talk about the things you are sharing or what?
I was just feeling as if like maybe it's something that people will not need.
Yeah.
Not that it didn't have information. I knew that it had the information that is required. It's just that I didn't believe in myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So can you tell us a bit more about what exactly it is that you were selling?
Well, I was selling an ebook on how to land a cruise job. So I was telling people like the requirements, so that they can avoid being scammed, you know, and avoid these certain things that make people scared, perhaps to apply on a cruise ship. So it was just basically like information that they need, like the requirements that they need, like they need to get a passport, like they need to have like medical certificates, like requirements that are needed on board,
Yeah.
and telling them what to expect, you know. Like, for instance, if you're working on a cruise ship, you have to have an expectation of sharing um, your room. You have like a roommate. So people were not aware of certain things like that. And people, especially in South Africa, they were not aware of jobs like that. They didn't know that there are jobs that are like that, that can get them overseas, and so that they can be able to travel whilst getting paid in dollars, and they are getting their money just like that, because they don't get taxed, you know,
Yeah.
and people don't know that information. So in my ebook, it has all of that, and it actually, people were actually interested, and they learned so much. And to my surprise, three ladies that bought my ebook,
Yeah.
they've actually got like offer letters into like getting they got offer letters. One of them got a job interview, and the other two also got interviews, and one got an offer letter. So she was
Wow.
successful in interviews, and she got an offer letter. So now she's just working on getting the visas and everything that is required. So it is helping people. Yes, it is.
I'm glad to hear that. Wow, you're getting the result for the people. That's amazing. I always teach
Yes.
like as long as you create something that gets people a result, then they will be willing to buy it. So
Yes.
I'm glad that you're doing that. So what is the motivation that made you say, let me make this book that I'm going to sell to people? What got you started on that journey?
Um, well, because everywhere I go, especially when I'm at home, people that know me, they would always ask me like, why don't you create something that will perhaps help other people? Because like every time I get people asking me, how do you do this? How do you get a job? How do you do this? How did it, like, I was like, okay, let me just do that, let me do that. I've got nothing to lose. And then when I eventually did it, because at first I didn't know how to create a book, until I came across one of your videos that said, okay, you can create a PDF and share like maybe whatever experience that you have, and you'll be
Yeah.
surprised that people would actually be interested. And I was like, maybe that's where I have to start. And then I started it, and look at where I am now.
Congratulations.
Thank you, my mentor. I thank you so much. I don't miss any of your videos because I'm learning every day from you.
I'm so glad to hear that. I'm hoping others are listening to this and they're like actually going to want to try and take a chance. What would you say to someone who maybe is in a similar boat to where you were before you actually took action? They've been watching my videos and they're thinking, should I try this thing or shouldn't I try this thing? What would you say to them?
I would say try. You will never know until you try. And to those people that think this is a scam, it is not a scam. It is possible. It's just that you just need to deal with your mind. As the Bible teaches us in Romans 12, verse 2, that be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Renew your mind and all things will come to pass.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Had you ever sold any products before online, digital products?
No, this was my first one. Yeah.
This was your first time. Okay. Awesome.
Yes.
Because I'm feeling like someone is probably thinking, but she looks like she knows what she was doing or something. Did you go to school for this?
No.
You didn't.
I just learned from you, from watching your YouTube videos.
Awesome.
And I took and then I learned, and then I just did what I needed to do, you know.
So what was your marketing strategy to get people to buy? Because some people think that, no, you have to be like Marshall, you have to make videos and post and have a big YouTube channel. That's the only way that you are able to make money.
Well, with me, it wasn't even that. I just went on people's comments on Facebook, and then I would just tell them, share my experience, show them the book, tell them what's it about, and people were interested.
Where did you find these people?
Sorry?
Where did you find these people that you were commenting on? Do you mean just open Facebook and then you just saw anyone post, then you just commented, or there were certain groups or something that you had to join?
No, there's a group on Facebook about like landing a cruise ship job. There's agencies that hire people on those that are interested in working on board. So I just went to those groups, and then I would just, write comments to those that are asking, how do you do it? How do you do it? Then I would just write a comment to them and tell them, hey, I'm selling this. Are you interested? I'm selling this. Are you interested? And people, I was fortunate enough that they would actually inbox me and said, yes, I am interested. At least there's somebody who is working on board, who knows what is required, that is willing to assist. Yeah. And that's how I ended up getting customers. Yeah.
Okay. I like the fact that you were trying to get customers, you were taking action, and then you got exactly what you were looking for.
Yes. Yes, I did indeed.
How did you feel when you made that first 2,000 rand?
I was so excited because I didn't believe it at first.
Yeah.
I was so excited. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, what? Is this really happening? And you know, I'm so thankful. I'm really thankful to you. Honestly, I am. And to think that it didn't even take me maybe like a whole month to receive that 2,000 or that 2,000. It was only 5 days.
Wow.
Where I made over 2,000. I was like, what? If I can do that, then that means I can do a whole lot.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. What are you planning? What are you planning to do next?
I'm planning to create more ebooks and learn, of course, from you, and do other things like avatars and everything else. And yeah, man, the sky is the limit. I'm open to learning. I'm open to do great things and hopefully be a millionaire just like you.
I'm sure with the mentality you have, definitely you're going to get there. You're on the right track.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
What's the last thing you'd want to say to someone who's just watching this, and just to encourage them?
I would say that just start where you are. Start where you are. If you don't have a laptop or a computer, use your phone. Use your phone and stop being negative. Stop beating yourself out. Stop listening to the noise around you. Just do it. Just do it, and you will be surprised by the results.
Precious, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Marshall. Thank you so much.
So here's what I want you to notice about what Precious did. First and foremost, she was not an expert. She's not someone who had done this before, but she just got the idea of selling the knowledge that she had in her head. She's someone who was working on cruise ships. People had asked her before, how do you get a job on a cruise ship? And then she decided to create a PDF teaching people exactly what she did. She didn't have to be an expert or a guru. She just simply shared the information and the knowledge that she had, which is exactly what you can do as well. Maybe you are seeing yourself in her saying, wow, I wish I could be like her and also just share something and be able to monetize it, making money from it. You absolutely can do the same thing. And in fact, I actually have got a workshop where I'm walking people exactly through this whole process, where I help you to come up with ideas that you can sell. I help you to turn them into actual PDFs that you can sell. And you're going to be doing this using mainly AI to just speed up the process. Normally it will take you months or years to write a book, but using AI, you can do it in a day or two. I'll then show you how to build a website so that you can sell your product there and people can buy it from any part of the world without you having to be awake or talking to them. It all happens automatically. And then lastly, I show you how to actually do the marketing so that you can find customers who are buying your stuff without you having to struggle to get customers. All this is inside of my Business in a Day workshop. In fact, it's going to be happening in a few days from now, from the time that I'm recording this video. The link is going to be in the description of this video. You can just click on that link and you'll see the exact dates and the exact same time. And just to say, and just to let you know, I'm only going to be doing this event once in 2026. I'm not going to be doing it again. I've got another training, which is called the 5-day challenge, where I walk people through all this whole process, but then over a 5-day period. But because I want to work with a special group of people in just a 1-day period, I'm going to help you to walk away with your own business in just 1 day, where you can start making money just like Precious, selling stuff that you create from your head, that you create from your expertise, and you also create using the power of AI. So if you want to have your own testimony in the next couple of days, make sure that you join me for this Business in a Day workshop. The details will be in the description of the video. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.